Hi there, I'm Isaac Olaoshibikon, your Salesforce CRM Cloud Computing and Data Analysis Career Coach. I welcome you all to Talent Lincoln. On this channel, we are all about unlocking your potential, taking your career to the next level. If you are new here, hit that subscribe button and make sure to turn on your notification bell so you never miss out on our latest content. And if you find this video valuable, don't forget to smash that thumbs up button. Thank you.
We're going to be discussing the key concept of automation process and Salesforce ecosystem. This area is going to make it possible for us to see things like area of introduction to automation process, definition of different concepts, and other different tools involved in automation process, like the tools like flow, like approval process, like process builder, like workflow role. Those are the things that we're going to be discussing, and then get you introduced to those different concepts, those tools that will help you as a Salesforce professional to automate different process on Salesforce platform. And these are the automation tools that you need to master. You need to know how to build stuff with them that can actually automate things, because process automation tools, their importance on Salesforce platform cannot be downplayed. They are very, very important because it gives consistency, it gives accuracy, it also is very efficient, it helps to save time, helps your end users activity that they need to do repetitively over and over. Then if that kind of jobs area that they need to do some stuff or set up some things repeatedly, if we can have intervention of automation process, automation tool, that will make their job easy and they will make their life better in terms of having their job. And apart from that, automation process will definitely help to guide against errors, because it encourages accuracy, because several things that that's ordinarily will require human intervention, and those things are being limited on the Salesforce platform. That without human intervention or limited human intervention, that means definitely going to it will make the platform to be able to avoid different errors that can really come up. So process automation is the creation and an application of technologies to produce and deliver goods and services with minimal human intervention. I said it earlier because it gives your end users the kind of relief in terms of they have to intervene in some activities or get some job done. The automation is going to really help in terms of providing that kind of efficiency, reliability, and speed of many tasks that were previously performed by humans that need human intervention or human engagement before the job can get done. And then the automation is being used in several areas such as manufacturing, transport, utility, defense, facilities, operation, healthcare, and lately information technology. As several information technology companies or industries, they are really making good use of automation process because it helps to save time. At the same time, most of it is even more cost efficient when you make use of automations in so many ways, because it's where you need like 10 human and to get job done for you, it might reduce it to like 7, 6 at the end of the day because of the automation process. So Salesforce is one of the leading. Salesforce is not lagging behind in terms of implementing, in terms of having software set up to automate different activities on Salesforce platform. This also the Salesforce automation software workflow automation, lightning process builder, visual force, approval process, flow. Then, what is process automation? In just a simple definition, process automation is a way of having a common process happen on its own without the need for user action in Salesforce. It allows you to trust that the process is always done correctly and on time, because since it's going to have limited human intervention, it's going to help us to avoid so many errors that can be committed, maybe as a result of tiredness, as a result of repetitions and all the rest, which definitely is going to allow your team to spend more time on important tasks at the end of the day. What is flow? That's another thing, and it's another very powerful area that there is no way you discuss automation process that you not discuss flow, because flow is the almighty tool on Salesforce platform that you can actually build so many things, that you can automate so many process, that it has so many things that help you to get your job done as a Salesforce administrator. This is where you will build things technically and making use of declarative features of flow. That means you'll be using drag and drop, and you have several elements that's a component to work with, like get record, like create record, and so many more. You can loop different actions like looping and all the rest, and you can as well use a flow builder to take decisions, a decision element that you can use, and other form of resources. So flow builder is the declarative interface used to build individual flow. And as an admin, flows are going to be your best friend, definitely, because you'll be able to handle the majority of complex business requirements without the help of Salesforce developer. Exactly, because many things that you need Salesforce developer to get done for you, declaratively, you can use flow builder to get it done. So you, as an administrator aspiring to be Salesforce administrator, you need to master flow. When you master flow, even the employer would love to hire you when they know that you understand flow so well, and you can do so many things with them. You can help them to automate different activities, and whereby in the long run you help them to reduce costs, to save time in many activities that might involve several hours to get it done. And if you may able to set up or configure a functioning or responsive flow, they're going to love you as a Salesforce administrator or Salesforce professional. Types of flow, we have there are different types of flow on Salesforce platform. We have screen flow. Screen flow will give your end users interactive interface, whereby the flow will guide the user through a series of screens to collect and update data, definitely, and it can give them a kind of inspirational message at the front end. They can just look at, and the screen flow give your end users what they can interact with and make input at the end, at the front end. But the thing is that flow gives you the kind of flexibility. Screen flow gives you the kind of flexibility you want, or experience you want to give to your end users. Use cases: you can use screen flow for data entry, guided forms. You can use flow to guide your end users in terms of giving them a kind of form that is going to guide them through, and they'll be able to submit the form at the end of the day. It can be user's assistance process, and auto launch flow is another flow. That is another type of flow that's happen at the background, that's is being set up at the background, maybe by a particular action of your end users, by a record update, or they delete a particular feed or take one action, is going to be triggered at the end of the day. So We're under auto launch flow, we have schedule flow. This, you specify a particular time that you want your flow to, or in an interval, to automate a repetitive task. The use cases that we have in schedule flow happen to be batch processing, periodic updates, or data cleanup. Those are the things you really use cases you can actually use a schedule flow to automate on Salesforce platform. Then we have record trigger flow. Automatically launches when a record is created, updated, or deleted. Definitely, when users, they are taking some action, maybe during the sales process, taking one sales from one stage to another stage, moving into another stage, or by deleting, or anytime they updated, and if the criteria that we set up as Salesforce professional at the background meet up that the action of the end users meet that criteria that we set when we're setting up the automation tool, definitely going to trigger. We have use cases under record trigger flow, like updating related record, sending email alerts, enforcing rules, and all the rest. Types of flow. Platform event, we have number 4 now. That's a platform event trigger flow. This respond to platform event and perform action based on event data. Use cases for platform event trigger flow will be real-time integration, asynchronous processing. The number 5 now is outbound message flow. This will send a message to an external system when a flow runs. Anytime it runs, anytime it triggers, it's going to send a message to an external system that is outside of Salesforce. Integration with external system and notification, that's the kind of use cases for the outbound message that can be sent, that we can use outbound message flow to get done for us. The login flow. Customize the login experience for users by adding steps to the login process. Definitely, we can set up the login flow to actually guide our end users toward logging in process, whereby most of the use cases mostly for this is multi-factor authentication. And apart from that, we have custom login screen. Then the users can be used great, and that helps a lot. Definitely, that's the use cases you can have under Salesforce process flow automation. Then process builder is another tool that allows you to automate business processes using point and click interface. And you can create processes that automatically update records, send email, or call approval process from the process builder, launch other workflow based on predefined criteria that you set. When you create a first series of setting up criteria from one action to another action. And we have workflow rules that are used to automate standard internal procedures and processes. They can trigger to immediate action, such as a feed update. You can use it for tasks. You can use it to send email alerts. You can use it to send outbound message as well. Workflow rule can send outbound message the way flow can send outbound message. But all these actions that can be performed by workflow, they can all be done by flow. And so I'm not surprised why Salesforce has finally relaxed workflow rules. Salesforce can take care of it, so why can't we take off the workflow rules? So workflow rules have been relaxed from summer 2025. You will not be able to build a workflow rule on Salesforce platform, and that is another thing you can do as well. The existing flow now, on the click of a button, you can migrate it to flow. So that's another thing. If you have an existing flow, the process is very simple. You just like search for migrate, and then you your workflow that you've built to flow, and immediately it's migrating is going to deactivate the active workflow that you already have. So it's going to deactivate it. After it deactivated it, then you reactivate it when it will finally be available and then accessible on the flow. Approval processes also automate the approval of record in Salesforce. You can define a sequence of steps or actions that you need. You initiate the approval, you set the approval actions, or the final rejection action will be set as well. Depending on what you want your approval process to achieve for you, but it involves sequence of steps that you're going to need to use when you are setting it up for your end users, including who must approve, who the approval will be, and who is the submitter, who is requesting for the approval. So it involves different parties, and it can be the approval might be one person, and it might be some group of end users. All depend. But when you have somebody submitting for approval, you must have somebody or some person that is going to approve it at the end of the day. So it's you can define a sequence of steps for approval, including who must approve, what happened to each step, and ensuring consistency and compliances at the end of the day. So the one that involves Apex triggers, when you hear everything about Apex triggers, is definitely going to involve another form of a complex automation. By this time around, it involves programming language. It's going to involve your developer to set up Apex triggers that are used to perform custom action before and after changes to Salesforce record. They are written in Apex, and the Apex is a Salesforce programming language, and it can handle complex business logic that cannot be addressed by standard automation tools like Flow, like approval process. Apex trigger can actually automate those ones that is beyond the scope of Flow or approval process. Then these are kind of benefits. We can summarily say that automation process or benefit for Salesforce automation will give us, if we make good use of automation. Benefit for Salesforce automation are efficiency. It reduces manual effort and speed up processes. Definitely, it's going to reduce time that your end users spend on repetitive activities, and area that involve manual involvement of your end users is going to be reduced drastically, whereby it is going to give them more room to perform other tasks for your company that are more beneficial in terms of making sales for your companies and all the rest. Accuracy, it minimizes error definitely by automating repetitive tasks. Error is going to be reduced drastically or cut to almost zero on your platform. And then consistency is another benefit. It ensures processes are followed uniformly. And apart from that, scalability, support growth without additional manual work. So that's it for today on automation process. You can see how powerful Salesforce automation process can be, how can really help you as a Salesforce professional to actually carry out your jobs, your responsibility efficiently.
Alright, that's a wrap up for today's video. I hope you have picked up some valuable insights and actionable tips in Salesforce ecosystem. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Give this video a big thumbs up if you found it helpful. I'm Asikola Oshibikan, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more.